Intimacy, love, dating, marriage, romance, companionship, and breakup. Everything is on the table. It's Relationship Theory with Tina Laws.
Welcome to Relationship Theory, where we talk about all things relationship and nothing or no conversation is off limits. I'm your host, Tina Laws, and we have in the studio with us today, drum roll please, Nadanja Bailey. As we thought about us having this time in the session here about relationships, I pondered, what are we going to talk about? Because everybody knows you to be a real comedian.
Right.
A MC. They know Nadanja's always got an answer, a question, or a skit for 'em. And what many don't get to see a lot of is behind the scenes. And that's with your relationships over the years or your relationship now. What I want us to start on is, what are your thoughts about laying the cards on the table? Or do you think one should lay the cards on the table?
It depends on where you are and what you want when it comes to your cards. And it also depends on your age. So I would say for most people, they shouldn't get married until they're 40. No, that's just my opinion. And I say that because, from guys, for me, I just feel like if you're got play in your system, or if, you just need to get that play out. And I think the play is out once you're going 40. And that's just my opinion. Yes. I don't want you to get mad at me or nothing, CT.
Not yet.
All right, don't go there with me. No.
So I heard you say, get your play out.
No, because you know what? Here's the thing. I could take you to biblical terms, right? Okay, so when God made Adam, he was perfect, right? Then he said, you know what? You look lonely in the Garden of Eden. Let me make you a companion. So he took the rib. Now, I believe all the ribs were labeled love, trust, honor. But the rib he took to make Eve was the faithful rib. Now, I would say 87% of women in the world are faithful to their man. 13% are nightlife dancers.
Okay.
Right? Whatever, people who exchange for money. That's the other 13% in the world.
Okay.
Now, most men are sharks by nature. If a girl walks across in a nice tight pair of pants, you think he ain't gonna look? If you don't look, you're not a man. Those are your eyes. Look. God gave you eyes to see. Don't not look. Encourage your wife or your companion to look too. And if she's insecure in her relationship, then she has a problem. Those are your eyes.
Okay, so what I hear you saying is the wife should have the significant other should have that faith rib.
No, they have it. She has it.
She has it. So what rib does the man have?
We don't have the faithful rib.
Oh, you believe
Which is why we do what we do when we do it.
So do you gather that rib, or do you grow that rib after you hit 40? Because I heard you saying something about
after 40, you have gone through whatever experiences in relationship, whether it's been a relationship or you just been sticking and moving, whatever. I feel like, I just feel like you just need to get the play out of your system before you commit to one woman. If not, you're just gonna be without that faithful rib, and them tight jeans come across, and then you're gonna want her number.
Yep. Okay, so Nadanja, this is I have a problem with this. Because there are so many women, one, that wear tight jeans. Okay, let's just get that out of here. And the other thing is, when you think about it, right? We have the women with those faithful ribs attached to you, ribless man. That's what you're telling me now, right? So how does that play out when we want to lay our cards on the table? So when we get in these relationships, and when after you hit 40 and you say, you know what, I'm ready to lay my cards on the table. How does your deck look? Because I know your deck's different from my deck.
So when you're 40, I would say that, if you're looking for a woman, you're looking for a woman that also has to play out of her system. You know what I mean? So that you can find that common ground so that you can reach that goal. And that goal is to be with that one person for the rest of your life. If that's in your cards. Okay, you're talking about cards. So back to your original question, should you lay your cards out on the table? It depends on where you are in your life. So if you're a guy that's 30 and you got your bachelor's degree in whatever your career choice is, or maybe you've never been to college, but you're in a relationship, you're having fun, but you're not sure if you're ready for marriage yet, then no, don't put your cards out yet. No, don't tell her everything yet, because now she knows all your business, and she might not even be ready for marriage. Now you two break up, then she's telling all your business. No, don't tell her everything.
Oh, so
Wait,
that.
wait,
Oh,
wait.
okay.
Feel
So
out
you hold the
first.
cards. You hold it that tight then. So you don't tell her a whole lot. Like you don't tell her about that other chick you're checking with the tight jeans. You don't tell her about all the things that you're probably experiencing with your finances, or you don't tell all those things that you probably experienced from childhood. You don't tell all those things. So what do you tell her? What does your deck look like? Because you're playing.
If you're playing, okay, if you're playing, you need to tell whoever you're talking to that you're playing. I'm in 100% agreement with that.
Okay.
Right? You know, like I'm
Just be
not
straight up.
I'm not about lying. I'm not. Be honest with me, and I'll be honest with you, because some women would appreciate that, because they might just be looking for a stick and move, and they chose you to be that person.
Okay.
You know, so I know a couple of guys that sticking and moving. You know, that's not me.
But
I'm
that's-
not. I'm not
you're
doing
not
that.
that person,
No,
okay.
no. I'm going for it. Look, when you get my age, you just want to sleep.
And we're gonna close out. We're gonna end out and take a break on that note. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Relationship Theory. We'll be right back after these messages.